Welcome to icastnews.com, live and direct from the United Nations headquarters in New York. My name is Vladimir KIKILO, and this is World Opinion Cafe Forum. Our guest today is Scott Christensen. He is a president and CEO of Glaucoma Foundation. And myself just came from the event which went all day long today downstairs at the United Nations headquarters, and it was a very unusual event for the United Nations. Scott, would you please describe to us what was all about?
I'd be happy to, Vladimir. And first of all, thank you very much for the invitation to be with you today. And we thank all the people at the UN for letting us do the screening that we did today. What we did was a screening for the eye disease called glaucoma. And glaucoma is a series of eye diseases that is a very unfortunate disease in the sense that there are no symptoms, and it comes with no pain. There's no way that the patient can be aware that they have it unless they actually have a test for it. And there's certain ethnicities around the world that are far more conducive to having it and contract it more frequently. And so to have the opportunity to have a glaucoma screening at the UN today was just a wonderful opportunity, because as you obviously know, the ethnic nature of the UN is as broad as it can be. And one of the wonderful things about today was the awareness as well as the service that was provided. But the Glaucoma Foundation, the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary, and the Congressional Glaucoma Caucus here in the United States were the three co-sponsors of the event. And we had representatives from a number of countries. I can certainly safely say 30. It could well be 60. I'd have to tabulate them. And I know that we screened over 400 people during the course of the day today. So if we'd had more people, we had more people interested. But it was an extraordinarily successful day. We were very happy to be here.
So would you please describe, maybe sum up some of your observations regarding this day? Have you been impressed by so-called multiplicity, as you mentioned, of the ethnic origin of the people, maybe different social strata?
Right.
What strike you most, if we mention the customers, the clients?
Oh, sure. Of course. No, very good point. And one of the things that made this day so exciting for us was that, as you rightly say, the variety of the people that we were able to talk to and to speak with, and just every nationality that could possibly be represented, I'm sure that we saw today. But from the standpoint of its being a national opportunity, an international exposure opportunity, no one could ask for a better place to do it, because not only were we seeing all these people, but they're representatives of their own countries, and we certainly expect that their staffs would be more aware of glaucoma. They'll be talking to their families and many of their colleagues back in their home country about it. And what a wonderful way to get the word out. But from our standpoint, to see all of these individuals represented was just a fabulous opportunity. And frankly, there were some people that were truly diagnosed with glaucoma today, which is a kind of a scary thing. But on the other hand, we certainly provided a very worthwhile service.
So this event today and other events all across the United States?
Yes.
Are they part of any particular program, of any particular title event?
Absolutely. Let me share that with you, if I might. The World Glaucoma Association and the World Glaucoma Patient Association, which I'm the president of, and our foundation and others, spearheaded World Glaucoma Day. And the first one of those days was, or the inaugural day, was March 6th last year, and tomorrow, March 12th, is the second. And last year was just an extraordinary success. We hoped that it would be wonderful. We expected the participation would be broad, but it exceeded everything that we hoped for. And last year we were able to document over 70 countries that participated with varying events, and we were able to count over 1,200 activities. This year, from the early reports, we expect that number of 70 countries will expand greatly, and we expect that the number of activities will probably double as well. But as I mentioned to you earlier today, and I'd like to mention here, is that these screenings certainly provide a service, and the people that we saw today, and there are many screenings going on around the world in honor of World Glaucoma Day, it is a wonderful service. But the real reason for doing it is awareness. People need to look and see an activity like this, as people did today at the UN, and said, what is this? What is going on? Should I be part of it? And so the answer, I think, for a lot of the people that came through today was that they needed to do that. Many went back to their offices and came back. And so around the world, that kind of activity is being seen. And so to get the word out is absolutely extraordinary. And we're thrilled that this is happening, and we have every intention of seeing that there's a World Glaucoma Day every year from now on.
Tell me a little more about your Glaucoma World Association. How did it come into existence?
Sure, I'd be happy to. The World Glaucoma Association was actually founded in Europe in 2002. And the real reason for it, the real purpose, was to have it be a situation where the professionals, whether it be ophthalmologists or other clinicians, could work together to have it be a situation where there's a higher level of medical care that's delivered around the world. An opportunity for those doctors to establish national glaucoma societies in many of those countries. Relatively soon thereafter, in 2004, the feeling was that there needed to be an offshoot group for the patients, and that's when the World Glaucoma Patient Association started. But it is truly global, it is expanding every year, and once again, just like with World Glaucoma Day, as the word gets out that this is something and meaningful, and people see the progress and the impact of what's being created, they want to be part of it.
It's interesting and maybe even amusing for me. When we talked to you earlier, I found out that you are not a physician.
That's correct.
You don't have any direct connection to the medical profession.
That is correct.
And you are a businessman.
Right.
How did it happen that you finally get involved in this project, health project?
Well, thank you for asking. And it is kind of a circuitous route, I would say. But as Vladimir mentions, I was in business for a number of years and had done a fair amount of volunteer work with various organizations. And at one point, someone that I knew mentioned to me that they thought that I would be someone that might enjoy and at the same time be able to contribute to the not-for-profit world. And so initially I did some fundraising and work for my college, then joined the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, and then followed another colleague of mine to the Glaucoma Foundation. And the interesting thing to me, as I mentioned to you this morning, is that the fact that it was glaucoma was kind of coincidental. And once I joined the foundation, my parents told me that there was glaucoma in my family. So obviously I was passionate about the cause. I wanted to make a difference because there was a need for it. But then, of course, my desire to be involved was even more escalated by the fact that it's in my family.
Scott, it was really nice talking to you. And I wish your organization all the success in your most honorable undertaking. And I wish we meet again next year at the UN.
Well,
because this event was a tremendous success.
Well, thank you very much, and I've enjoyed the time with you as well. And from our perspective, the feeling of having this opportunity at the UN is something that we've wanted for many years. And I'm just hopeful that because of the success today, that we will be invited back, and I can assure you that we will accept the opportunity and be right back next year. But thank you very much for your interest and your time.
Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Our guest today was Scott Christensen, the President and CEO Officer of World Glaucoma Association. This is ICASnews.com, World Opinion Cafe Forum, live and direct from the UN. My name is Vladimir KIKILO.